Ladies and gentlemen, it is very obvious the Western Hemisphere is doing the worst in the world when it comes down to COVID. You know, they were all anticipating Africa was going to do so bad, and Africa is, in comparison to the US and Europe, is sailing through this thing pretty damn good. So all of these nations that claim to be advanced and, all of their citizens have high IQs and they are the inventors of everything seem to be failing the hardest on the world stage. So this came out on CNBC. Europe, North America have a real clear need for COVID vaccine, experts say. Yeah, you do. You need it far more than Africa does. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have this video that I want you to listen to in regards to how several of these European countries and America is now going through the same thing over again. And I'm telling you, at the stage that we're going, COVID would never go away. I'm serious. The way these folks are doing things, you can count on this thing being around forever. For real. Let me go ahead and play this video from CNBC.
And as you said, very good news. It raises hope that a vaccine solution may be at hand. And, in countries that have been successful in controlling the coronavirus, primarily countries in Asia, the need for immediate vaccine is less apparent. But in countries in the West, in Europe, North America, and elsewhere, the need for a vaccine is really clear. And an effective vaccine in addition to continued distancing, masks, and hygiene, are going to be very effective in limiting the spread of COVID-19.
How much faith do you have, Jerome, in the COVAX platform, the World Health Organization platform that will, in theory, help facilitate and really roll out and distribute vaccines on a global scale?
So, something like COVAX is really unprecedented. And we've used that word unprecedented over and over again to describe different aspects of this pandemic. But, now we're looking at potential vaccine solutions. I think not only Pfizer, BioNTech, but, Sinopharm is saying that it may have very hopeful data. The Russian vaccine Gamaleya has also announced that it has a 92% efficacy. We haven't actually seen all the data yet. Other companies are going to announce in the next 1 to 2 months as well. So having something that will now allow that vaccine to be purchased in large quantities and distributed around the world is going to be really key to bringing this pandemic under control. The Gates Foundation has done some modeling that would suggest that if the high-income countries take the first 2 billion doses without any concern for equity, then global COVID deaths will double. And it will also probably make the efficient elimination or reduction of the pandemic much more difficult and may prolong the suffering.
We had recent polls in the U.S. showing that a significant number of Americans are still not on board in terms of getting injected with the vaccine, even should one become available, let's say tomorrow, and at an affordable price, if not free. How do you get around that?
That's going to be a challenge. But we have to address it the way we address all vaccination campaigns. Remember that American parents have their children vaccinated with it. I think it's 26 or 27 different potential injections against 14 different diseases, none of which they've probably seen in their lives. We have a faith in safe and effective vaccines. What's gone on in the last 11 months is there's been a lot of talk about how rapidly we're developing the vaccine, about how we're concerned about safety, but people are wondering, are they really concerned because they seem to be rushing things? So now we have to get out there with the data, with the real data, and show that and assure people that a vaccine that has an efficacy of 90% and no serious side effects that we can see after 2 months of follow-up, that's the key to the FDA emergency use authorization, will be something that people should take. and that will dramatically reduce the number of infections in communities in North America, in the United States. So we have to be persuasive. We have to target communities where resistance to vaccination is already high. This process of community engagement is something that is necessary. And I hope that whatever the political situation 2 months from now, as more and more vaccine becomes available, that we are ready both to distribute the vaccine, to convince people to take the vaccine, and then to actually be able to get it out there and get it into people's arms.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get people to wear a mask, you're not going to get them to take a vaccine. If you can't get them to social distance, you're not going to get them to take a vaccine. And, I've been following a lot of the trials going on, and people are getting sick. One person died. It don't look promising to me. It looks very rushed. And, no matter how much these alleged experts talk, oh, it looks good. Some of them are about to be approved, and I am not moved one bit. I still don't want this vaccine that you're putting out. I don't have no faith in your medicines. Are you kidding me? You don't even put nothing out that don't have a side effect. Everything you got have all kinds of side effects, people getting sick, people end up hospitalized after some of these vaccines, because I did the flu shot, and one guy became paralyzed and in the hospital after getting a flu vaccine. So it's not like you got vaccines that are good examples to show us where nobody got sick. You don't have that. And we know the amount of time it takes to make a vaccine. Nobody's going to be convinced to take this, despite the fact of what this doctor is claiming. I don't believe you're going to convince too many people, but good luck with that. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Yes, North America and Europe are the worst in the world when it comes down to coronavirus. And I'm not surprised. You literally made a fool out of yourself running around with all that high IQ talk. Now look at you. You look like you're stuck with 2 left feet and don't know what to do. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.